But your tracksuit was definitely more than £100.
This tracksuit is for my mum, so she got it from a charity store.
Okay, you're actually very
frugal.
Very frugal.
Welcome back, guys. It's season 2 of M&M Talks. It's your girl Malunga.
And it's your girl Mwila.
Yes, and we are the Everyday People podcast.
Make sure you like, share, comment and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. And if you're listening on any other audio channels, make sure you leave us a comment. That will be really helpful to us.
Yes, and hit the notification bell.
Don't forget.
Yes.
So plug in now. Shout out Jamie.
Cool.
Shout out Jamie in the studio.
Come
Yeah,
on.
podcast room. We love it.
podcast rooms out in the streets.
Yes, and of course, welcome to M&M Talks. It's your girl Malunga.
And it's your girl Mwila.
Hey.
This is the Everyday People podcast.
Yes, please make sure you like, share, comment and subscribe. And we have our boy.
Coming now, back again.
Come on, who is it? Who is it? Introduce yourself.
You know the voice.
It's just Luke.
It's just Luke.
It's just
Just Luke.
It's just
Wow.
Luke.
Just
Yeah, I
Luke.
like
Just
that.
Luke.
Just Luke.
Just Luke.
Seems like he's on a calm one with that.
I'm very calm.
Yeah.
JL in the building.
I love it.
Oh man.
So, are we good? How are we feeling?
Boy, sounds like people are going to talk about what irritates them this week.
Yeah. The icks. The icks. Who-
I never say it, but I'm gonna start off like, because I've heard that people have, said that they got something to get off their chest. Mine is very simple.
Okay, go on.
I'm just gonna say I don't like seeing people wear Crocs in public. I just don't like Crocs in public. I think Crocs have 100-step mileage. After 100 steps, you should have a new sense of footwear.
Okay, so does it depend on the situation? What about if they're like at work? Because lots of nurses wear Crocs to
All right,
work.
so hear me out, yeah. So if you're a nurse, you wear Crocs, cool. You put Crocs in your locker, or you're a chef, or you're on your feet, one of those like type of jobs. I understand you gotta wear Crocs at work.
What about outside?
As soon as you step outside, as soon as you're outside the confines of work, or
You're not
like,
even
I understand. So
anymore.
even like if you play sports and you're like, like I know, like when you play football, your feet are tight. You just want to like put sliders on the Crocs. Cool, you like, I get it. Have your moment, but you gotta put on some footwear. Because I'm like,
footwear.
no, it's not.
it's not like what durable. Like it's not.
It's a joke thing.
It's a joke thing, yeah.
But they are durable.
They are durable. That's what they're there for. But I don't see Crocs as something you should have outside. Like, I know people that if I call them and say, yo, let's meet up in Westfield, they're gonna put a tracksuit on and then put Crocs on, and I'm like, yo,
The fashion.
that's stupid. It's one of the most irritating fashions that has, like, I don't know, taken the UK by storm. I think it's so stupid.
Yeah.
I must say, I do think Crocs are, like, I think here and there for a little walk or just you're taking out the bins or something, but
The bins.
if you're,
That's it.
That's the
That's it.
level.
When I see young
must say.
people,
You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna defend the
no.
Crocs.
You know what? If I see you in
wear
Crocs,
I don't really like Crocs that much.
Yeah.
but I'm gonna defend.
Why?
now
You don't need to
because
defend.
I am gonna defend.
why are you
because-
defending people?
Because when I see it on a specific person,
What person? Who are these people?
like there's some people that I've seen it on, like girls when they wear their tracksuit, they got the Crocs, they got
They
the
style it out.
casuals, the bedazzles on it.
Those are the people I'm talking
Bedazzle.
about. The people you're describing are the people I'm like, yo, I hope you step in a puddle. I hope it starts raining.
Wow.
So that you... No, they
Go
don't.
continue to wear your Crocs and look good. Feel
Guys
confident.
wear them as
Don't let
well.
guys look good as well.
It's just
innit?
giving. It is
So
giving.
time
like-
all right. So time out, yeah. Time out. Say if you... Alright, I know it's a bit testy right now. Say if you meet someone for the first date and they're wearing Crocs, you're going to be happy with their footwear.
No. It just
Sorry.
gives,
So you said no. What did you say?
It's
Sorry.
a void question for me.
Yeah.
And
No.
people
But
wonder why.
no. All right. Besides that, but let's just
Okay.
let's just say, yo, you meet someone for the first time.
It's
and
alright. It's okay.
You're gonna think it's okay.
I think
you'll
it's
look at them a
You
bit sideways.
Depends on where we're going.
Are they gonna? What do you mean? Where you going? You just
Like,
go-
let's
Going
say
out for a meal, I
for
wouldn't
dinner.
expect you to wear Crocs.
yeah, they're going out for a meal. First date, you know.
First date,
You're going for a meal.
Come
no,
on.
don't come in Crocs.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So there we go.
we're
All right. So I was
we're
right.
all in
All right.
agreement.
We'll agree.
But
Cool.
if we're going for an activity, maybe you want to wear
What
Crocs.
activity? Where's
Activity.
Yeah, like a
what? Put in sports mode.
paint and
they're not gonna last.
Or like, you know, games night with like lots of people.
So something chilling indoors is fine, but like out and about, I must say,
I'm telling you, they got 100-step mileage. After 100 steps, you need to have different trainers.
What about the ones with the wedge?
They're all not meant to be outside.
The ones with the wedge are actually all
Look,
right.
man, we're spending way too much time.
Okay.
Malunga, what's your ick? What's your ick?
What's my ick?
What's going on? What's your ick?
I don't like being told what to do.
You are the most funniest person ever because
say
you
that.
have to tell people what to do. You have to tell people what to do.
Do I?
Yeah, you do. Bro, if we could release our meetings, mate. If we could release our meetings.
Yeah, the chat.
Mate, one day, we might post one of our meetings.
No, don't put me on blast.
Nah.
That's hilarious.
I think when it comes to serious business,
I'm on.
you would tell people what to do. So when it's a casual situation, she's calm.
I am, but it's like if something.
But I get it though.
I'm very straightforward. If I'm on my business, it's like I'm no smiley. People might assume that I'm that way, but I am like, this is what's on my mind. I'm a bit more direct. But I don't like being told what to do. I don't know who does.
Wait, time out.
I don't like
in
being
terms
told
of
what
what?
to do.
Like, what do you mean in terms of telling people what to do?
Like, I think, how do I explain it? Like, if I feel like, if I feel like I have to answer to someone.
Boss.
Yeah, or not even. Yeah.
Manager.
You're making me look jobless. You're making me look jobless out here.
No.
But like, just, you know, having to answer to someone. Anyone. Like, just having to. I just don't like feeling like someone's dictating, or maybe it's the way you kind of say it. But if someone is trying to make me explain myself constantly, I don't like it, because sometimes I feel like you need to allow and trust that someone is doing those things. So it might not be like work related, but it might be like, it might be collaboration, it might be stuff like that. You can check in, but I just don't think it should feel...
You don't like being like... So you sound like you don't like being micromanaged.
Listen, Luke.
Luke is really
shut up.
Luke is so here for
just shut the front door. Shut the front door.
Do you know what? I think, is it because you've done lots of freelance?
That's probably it.
But freelance, I usually get to do things in the way that I
That's what I'm saying. So because you got to do things in your own way.
In my own way, yeah.
That it's like when someone's telling you, do it like this, do it like that, it's like foreign. It's almost like, what's happening here?
Yeah, and I've realised I'm not going to like proper deep, like go into what specifically, because I'm on my journey. I'm on my healing, holy journey. I bait myself out.
I know where she's going.
What I'm trying to say is that, like, I'm not used to following. Like, I don't like the idea of just following what everyone else is doing, because everyone's like, oh, well, this is what is right, or this is what needs to be done. It can feel a bit like, I just think ultimately it's always important to sometimes challenge things or think for yourself or whatever. Like, I would teach my kids that, for example, like when I have kids or whatever, like I just think it's important to have that.
Yeah.
So yeah, just doing what someone tells you what to do or having to answer to people constantly, I think for me can just feel a bit too cagey. So it's more that, like, obviously I'll comply. I want to go with the majority if like everyone thinks that's what's right. I'm not trying to be like, oh, everyone listen to me. But I'm just saying, like, don't be over my shoulder. Don't be doing no micromanagement, because it's not going to run. And if anything, I'm going to...
I feel like we've been over Luke's
shoulder.
Yeah, we literally have been over his shoulder.
Wait, over whose shoulder? Listen, we're not talking about Luke, but Luke...
I'm glad someone said it.
Luke's a different case, yeah. But anyway,
I'm glad, didn't it?
So
anyway,
yeah, that's me. What about you?
I get it. I understand.
That's me. That's me.
I understand that as well. Me? Do you know what's crazy? Because these guys already know. Already had to rant just a little bit beforehand.
Wow.
But for me, I don't know if it's men. Okay, no, it's not men.
It is.
No.
I'm joking.
I'm joking. It's not all men, but it's the disrespectful men. Yeah, right. The ones that have no source on how to kind of talk to people.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Respectfully.
The ones that haven't dealt with their shit enough.
Wow.
But
swear.
decides...
Wait, we're allowed to swear on this?
I'm sorry.
Apparently. I clicked the explicit button. I do.
Okay, good.
But they haven't done, they haven't dealt with their things. They haven't dealt with themselves
Wow.
enough, but they decide to go into the dating game.
Yes.
Those are the people that give me the ick, because when things come to a specific place and it's challenging you, or you feel, triggered by things, then you want to come with vim in ways that is invalid.
Yeah.
So that is my ick. I stand by it.
Okay.
I ain't here for men right now.
Wow.
Dating game is over. You're trying to date me, it's done.
Guys, don't worry. Give it time, guys. all the single man that watching it. Don't worry. I'll get her back on the team for you, man.
I'm not on the girls team. I'm not on the men's team. I'm minding my own business.
She's on her own team.
God told me, I need to be solo.
Yeah.
Solo dolo.
Solo
I will
dolo.
do solo dolo life. That's fine. Okay.
Mandem, give it time. Just wait. Give it time, innit? Just give it time.
You've had enough of the disrespect.
I've had enough.
Give
And it's not
it.
just
Give
this
it 2
one
weeks, Mandem.
instance.
Just to give it.
It's a
Just
repeated
many
thing.
things that have happened that make me feel like I'm so like I don't even believe in love anymore. I honestly don't believe in it.
Give it 10 business days, Mandem. 10 business
10
days.
business days.
Give it 10 business days. 2 weeks.
Really? Really?
Nah,
Give it 10
nah.
business days, guys. Trust me, she'll be back on the market, and just approach her with manners.
Do you know what though? I understand it, because I think when you've had
knows.
one thing after the next, as in like,
And it must be me. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's the way I
not.
said
It's
love.
not you.
It's just
It's not you.
It's
Don't
on both
even-
sides. It's on both sides. There's horrible women on one side. There's horrible men on one side. You know,
Just don't talk to me.
that's fair.
Don't talk to me. Don't look
Don't.
at me.
Horrible, horrible
Come
people
on.
stay away from me. Though she's tired, innit?
Yeah.
tired.
She
I'm
wants some
done.
respectable people.
Yeah, that's all I want. That's
Yeah,
all I
and I
want,
think you
because-
deserve that.
That's
we
fair.
all deserve
That's
that.
fair. Give it time. She ain't
Yeah.
over love. She ain't over love.
Yeah, I think for the moment, maybe of just pausing.
It's done.
She feels done. Okay, fair. No, I respect it.
Over with.
Yeah, and I think sometimes people do.
The
It's
gym.
hard. It's
the gym
hard.
is my love.
The gym is your love.
Yes, that's my love life.
Mental stimulation, physical stimulation. I'm here for it.
Yeah.
I actually need to get back into the gym. It's been a minute. But yeah, anyways. So yeah, the icks. That's what's been icking all of us.
Literally.
We've all had our
Things.
little rants.
Oh,
So let's
But
get
you
into
know
it.
what?
What are we talking about today?
Yeah, tell
money,
us.
money, money,
Money, money, money, money.
money, 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 hey, money.
Have you got the money?
Money, money,
Hey, have you got the money?
money.
Have you got the money?
Come on, Luke, money. Join us.
No.
It's like that challenge. Everyone's doing
Hey,
that I'm a piano challenge. You've seen it.
No.
We've got to do it. We've got to get Jamie to do it as well.
Yeah.
On the socials, you guys will see. You'll see Luke, Jamie, me, Malunga. We're all doing it.
So we're talking about money.
Yes.
Okay. What about money we're talking about? Personal finances, yeah?
Yeah.
So
I mean, I've got a question that actually comes to mind.
Okay, go
Okay,
on, go on.
go,
You
start.
I
start
want to
off.
know. I do want to know. Is there something, that you genuinely probably overspend on? Like a kind of, how we have our guilty pleasures, but it's like, you shouldn't be spending this much on this thing. It's a little bit like if someone was to look and check, your statements, it's like, wow, why are you spending so much on this thing? You can cut back on it. What would you say that is? Like, what instantly comes to mind? Oh, say that again. Louder.
Wigs.
Wigs.
The wigs, the hair.
The hair.
The hair is expensive. It's expensive. I don't know why. It's so expensive.
Okay.
wait,
Expensive.
so are we allowed to, just for going forward, are we allowed to give figures? Because I want.
I want to know.
Okay, so what's
Let me tell you.
what's a monthly budget on wigs? then?
Okay, so for
What's
me,
the most
I'm a
you've
bit of a
spent?
cheapskate when it comes to wigs.
Oh,
to be
yeah.
honest.
Okay. Okay.
Because I don't have many. I bought many.
Uh-huh.
And the range, oh gosh, I hope my family don't listen to this because it's embarrassing. I love that. Okay, so I think it goes from 300 up until 800 for me.
For the price of wait, is this a monthly expense?
No, for
No, this
one
is like
purchase.
one unit, one purchase. Of,
But how often do you make this purchase?
maybe it could be.
Like in a year's time, like how many of
It
these?
depends. I always get one around my birthday,
Okay, so that's one.
and then maybe around Christmas.
So that's two.
And then if I'm
At the
feeling a
beginning
bit
of the
like
year.
Christmas is kind of a main
Yeah.
carryover.
Time out. When's your birthday? Sorry.
August.
August, December. So that's 6 months apart. So
That's 6 months. It's not
that's
too bad.
not
It's
too
not too bad, right?
So you're spreading across 6 months, and then what?
And then maybe again in December. But if
so
I'm
two in
feeling
December.
December,
And Christmas.
August, then back to not 2 in December, but like 1 again. So kind of at the end of the year again. So it's like 1 in the middle of the year, 1 at the end of last year. So it's like 1 a year, I guess, or 2 a year.
I think maybe 2.
So two a year.
Okay, I must admit, if I'm going on holiday, the wig is being purchased.
Yeah.
If I'm going for a wedding, the wig is being purchased.
Okay, it's special events.
So it's event situations coming up.
I'm going 2.1. 2.2.
If I'm feeling a bit sad, the wig might be purchased.
Oh, wow.
What is the most?
So 2.5 wigs a year.
Okay, but how many wigs have you like bought in a year roughly?
2.5.
I don't know,
So it's about 3.
Maybe like 4, 5.
4, 5 in a year. Like that's been your...
So what? 300 we're saying is the minimum.
Yes.
So $1.5.
Almost. But I have been tempted to buy a wig that's £1,200.
I'm in the wrong industry.
Their wigs are expensive. Like, there's this lady, Chrissy Bells. Her wigs are like dreams. They're like so
they
nice.
look that good.
I've never bought one of her wigs yet.
Okay.
But you've got your eye on it.
I've got my eye on it. But her wigs, the thing is that I can't defend the purchase. Do you get what I mean?
Can't justify.
I can't justify it to myself.
Okay.
Every time I go to like click, even though I have the money in the bank
account, it's
like my heart is like, no,
don't do it. It's not wise.
This is a holiday.
Yeah.
This is a holiday on 1
Facts.
unit.
Yeah.
So like, what am I doing? What am I actually doing?
Even
And my mind just
800.
becomes-
800 is a lot on
800
the wig.
So wait,
and you know what?
Malunga, sorry. I was
Go
gonna say,
on.
Malunga, have you got one? Have you got a purchase that you made?
You buy wigs as well, though.
I do, but I've stopped, like I've
It's
calmed down on
true.
it. I
Yeah,
do
you
like
the more natural.
yeah, so I'll do like my natural hair or like I do clippings.
But how much do you spend on braids? Because braids is also expensive.
Yeah, no,
can
honestly,
range from, like-
I feel like a cheapo now because I spend like most £100.
£100 on braids is
I don't think I have a guilty pleasure now, guys. I'm rethinking. Wait,
Really?
Wait.
£100,
We'll come to
like
you, 'cause
100.
You know your trainers be expensive.
Thank you. I know it's trainers for you. Mine would be like, no, but you know what? I spend a lot on food and
Food.
Ubers.
Oh, is it?
Food and
Oh,
Ubers.
that's insane.
I could eat out, and if it's like, it doesn't matter. If I'm hungry and I'm eating out, I'm eating out. So my friends have said sort of like, wow. And it's like, do you have to get the starter as well? I'm like, yeah, today I feel like a starter. So when I've looked at my accounts, I've realized a lot of my money has gone to like eating out or
Okay.
experiences. It's not like it has to be fancy, but if I'm working and I'm out all day,
You're gonna
I'll
eat out.
buy lunch.
Okay.
I'll buy like dinner. Mind you, I don't even know where this money is fully coming from, but we find it. Yeah,
Okay.
that's me.
Oh,
What about?
Wow.
What about you? What about you, Luke?
I thought I had a problem. Now I'm like, I don't.
Well, so what are you trying to say? Low key, that we have the problem.
Low key, or high key, whatever key you lot are picking. I say my guilty pleasure purchase has been like gym. Like,
Okay, yeah, gyms can be expensive.
nah, but I don't spend a lot on gym. So, well, I guess I do. Like when I think about it personally,
How
I
much
did.
do you spend on a gym?
I spend like £90 on gym, but it's because I did 2 sessions. Because I have like a personal gym like where I just work out, and then I used to go to a boxing gym. So the boxing gym was £60 a month.
Wait.
Yeah,
So you have 2 gyms that you go to each month.
I used to go to 2 gyms a month. So
And
when
pay
I
2 separate memberships.
2 separate memberships.
So
yeah.
what about, why do you just go to the boxing gym and work out there?
So the issue was the boxing gym didn't have like weights and like treadmills and like
You couldn't find a gym with all of that.
not a boxing gym. If a boxing gym supplied that,
What about gym box?
They're not a boxing gym. That's
okay.
that's box exercise. So you're not understand. I went to a gym that specifically did boxing, so
Okay.
I had to pay a membership for that gym. So I paid £6 for that gym.
Okay.
And then outside of that, I paid £30 for my like gym membership, which had like swimming pool, sauna, weights, and like I can like go to whenever I want.
How much was that?
£30.
And
But
it had
nah.
swimming pool as well.
Yeah, it was
good.
yeah. It was.
Yeah.
So the gym was 30 or 35. I can't remember. Now it's gone up. I think it's like £40 now. 'Cause,
Okay.
inflation. But I've stopped doing the boxing gym, so it's just £40 now.
But you box.
Not anymore.
Well, I mean, yeah. But
Yeah.
when you were doing it, you were
Yeah.
probably boxing at that time, right?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
So it makes sense.
Yeah.
Because it was a necessity for your
Boxing.
career path. Or...
No, it was a career part, but it's
But passion
enjoyable.
yeah.
Passion that I wanted to
So
do.
you £90.
Yeah, a month.
Oh no.
My gym membership
That's
is more than that.
that's so like, that's good. Like, that's not bad at all.
It's not, but yeah.
But then if you collect it every single month, that does add up.
That's true.
Considering me with my 2 weeks that are £300.
Yeah, but you got to think, £90 for a year, that's what, £1,080? £1,080 I was doing for a year?
Yeah, it's 1,000,
Yeah, 1,000, yeah, grand.
That's actually not bad though.
It's
like,
not the worth.
do you spend quite a lot on trainers or
I buy fake trainers.
No, you
fake?
don't, do you?
Yeah, these are fake.
No, they're not.
Yeah, these white trainers I'm wearing are fake. I bought these from China, fake pound.
Shut up.
I have no issue saying I buy fake trainers.
Sorry, I don't know why I'm laughing.
Nah, that's crazy. I
bought real trainers before, and like when I was younger, like when I had no responsibilities, like when I was first like getting my first job, I spent like £100 on trainers, and obviously like my dad will ask me like how much you spend on the trainers, and I'll be like, I spent like 50, even though it's £100. I gotta lie, but after a while I was like,
why am I spending £100?
Yeah, why am I spending £100? I've got enough trainers. Like I don't spend a lot of money on trainers. I might buy a hat, and that'll cost me like £30 to £25.
That's not bad.
Is that
But
fake
you're
as well?
wearing Nike
this
right
is
now.
this is ASOS. This cost me like £18. Use the coupon.
But your tracksuit was definitely more than £100.
This tracksuit is for my mum, so she got it from a charity store.
Okay. Okay, you're
So-
actually very
Frugal.
Very frugal.
Ew,
Surprising.
ew.
Very
I'm joking.
frugal.
No,
Would
it's
you-
surprising. I would have never thought.
No, I know
I
Luke
thought
a bit.
it was a splasher.
I've known you for
Never, I
years.
frugal it.
Luke does not.
Really?
Even on times that we've like used to sometimes get something to eat or just go for a little drive or whatever, Luke, even if it's like it's my treat, he is watching that. Remember we went to Five Guys. Luke's like, we're sharing the chips. Remember?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, bad guys are extortionate.
No, but hold on.
Listen.
So bearing in mind, so I'm treating her to Five Guys.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I say we get a large and just
Okay.
share a large. She's like, no, I want a small.
I want my own.
And I want my own. I was like, but
That's
you,
another
there's
ick.
bears. There's bears. So imagine her. You can't even tell her what to do. And I'm in Five Guys, just like, yo, there's plenty of chips. Trust me, we're getting a large, and that's what's happening. It's my treat,
That's
but
what
we're
he
sharing a
said.
large.
Yeah.
As soon as the large comes, she's like, yeah, this is way too much. I was like, I know, I've been here before.
But bad
it's-
guys is extortionate as well.
Yeah.
I know, but it's just one of them ones where I
And it's not
wanted
that
my
nice.
I wanted my own fries.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
I wanted my own.
And in the end, we shared them,
Yeah,
and you had more than enough.
It's true. It's true.
know,
But
you
it's like what I noticed is some people always have a budget in mind.
I was just about to ask.
So we're gonna get to
about
personal
budgets.
finances. Yeah.
Yeah.
I budget
Yeah.
hard. I budget hard.
Do you?
and with everything. So like you going out today, do you always have, this is how much I am willing to spend. I'm
a
not gonna
month.
go
So
above.
the way how I was taught was, because I got 9 to 5, I get my paycheck. I pay like
Your expenses.
all the expenses. So I put money aside. So back in the day, it would be like phone bill, gym. That'll be like cast aside straight away, or other like pay my mum because I'm like living with my mum. Pay her, like just get in a habit of like paying rent or something like that, even though it wasn't a lot. And then I'll just pay myself. So I remember, say if my check was like 1,800, I'll give myself £800. I'll just live with 800 for the month. And
I see what you mean. That would be your like.
I could do anything I want with £800.
Okay, but then the £1,000
It's in the bank.
and then expenses.
Oh, well, then again, yeah, if my expenses, because I was young, it was like, yeah, expenses will come out that 1,000. So I wouldn't save the whole 1,000. It might be like, I'll probably save like maybe like 750 out of that 1,000.
Okay, this is back in the day though.
Yeah,
'cause
back in the
this
is
is not.
What
realistic
about
right
now?
That's not.
Back in the
that's
day,
not
now
realistic.
I can live off. For the whole month, I pay myself £300.
That's not bad, you know, though.
£300 for the month.
That's not bad because I've lived off of £300 for the month as well.
Yeah, but by struggle, innit?
Not
No.
really.
No. You're like, speak for yourself.
No, it wasn't. Obviously it is a struggle, but then it's. I mean, like away from expenses, away from. I would say, gym membership is also an expense,
That's part of the expense. That comes out, yeah.
but it's not. It's not technically.
I think it's
It's
necessity.
like a.
I think
It's not really though.
I think it should be.
It's not a necessity though.
Why?
Why is
Because-
it?
Even because you know the book Money Basics that you were
Yeah,
reading.
yeah.
I was listening to that, and he spoke about what is your actual expenses in a part of the book. I think at the beginning.
Yeah, it's a choice, but I think in terms of like my mental health and like my health, I think it plays
But
a
you
big
could
part.
go running. You could do other
I
things.
could,
that
but
be
I think
more less than you could go to one of the gyms, for instance.
Yeah, but now now
you're going to
one. Right now I go to one, but I'm saying in terms of like the benefit in terms of a bill, I put gym in terms of that expense pie. Like in terms of that
as a necessity.
In a necessity, in terms of it plays a big part. Like if anything was to go, yes, gym would be the first one to go in terms of if I had to cut back on something.
Okay. But that's why I'm saying it's not, because if you don't have it,
I hear it. Yeah,
it's not gonna like put you in a space where obviously you said your mental health. I also agree. Like for me, my gym membership, it's a little bit more than the 90.
How much is yours?
But
do tell.
£105.
105.
Do you get a swimming pool?
£105.
Yeah, swimming's in there.
Sauna's
in
Do
there.
you get massages?
There's a chiropractor.
Okay.
But
wait, is it a gym or like a leisure center?
It's a gym.
Oh, okay, so
yeah.
Wait, what gym is this? Is it David Lloyd?
No. One day, but David Lloyd's like £300 a month.
No, that's like if you get the platinum or silver package. I know someone that's paying like 150.
Shut up.
Yeah, it's about 150. But they don't sit. You just gotta have a conversation with them. You got
a bargain.
No. You gotta have like, because with David Lloyd, you got
You don't get any of the classes and exercises with it, do you?
No, you can. Classes are free. Like generally, all gyms classes are free, but it's like you get access to certain parts of the gym. So like, if you get platinum plus,
you can't go at all times. Remember I think we spoke about that.
Something like that. Something like that. But yeah, he spends like 150 for him and his family. So it's not.
And his family.
Yeah.
Damn, I'm getting ripped off.
Yeah, maybe.
I feel like if you enjoy what you're doing, though, it's like, is it a rip off?
And do you know what? To be fair, the first month was free. 3 months was £50, and then after that, it was like 100.
And it seems like it's what good. We've said before. It's bringing you joy. You've been really consistent at it.
Yeah, but
I don't know. I think with money, it's an interesting one because you mentioned about even like Peter, and I can't remember how to say his surname, Komalaf or whatever, but the Money Basics.
So the book
club. Yeah, I decided to actually enroll myself in a short course.
Oh, did
about
you?
money. Yeah, at the beginning of the year. I remember Luke being like...
Sorry, just add some context. So basically, we were reading the book, Money Basics, and for me, I find it basic.
Yeah.
That was a problem for me. It's an all right book if you know nothing. Like if you're starting from ground zero.
No, don't do that.
No, it is.
It's not okay.
No, because the thing is, if you read the whole book, because I did the audio, he talks about like all the things that he talks about, like investing your money and where to go. So that's what I'm saying. Ground zero, like he breaks down everything from the zero. So ground zero. So
okay,
he is.
I see.
So
but it's also beneficial for people who do know.
Yeah. Because sometimes I think one thing I can say is sometimes you need a refresher about money, or you need a conversation. True. So I didn't just fully read the book, and I'm actually still reading it, to be fair. But I did the book club, and this was the first thing this is the first time he did the book club. Anyways, you said something really interesting about when I was taught. I think being taught about how to manage money is very important. Some people, I realized as I got on later and had certain debts and stuff, that I was never taught these things. Fair enough, in school, blah, 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 you're learning maths. That's different.
School definitely didn't teach nothing.
I'll be real with you. As a maths teacher, I tried to teach budgeting to my class.
And how did that go?
It was the most horrible experiences in my life. So, because I taught maths, I taught it when I was doing percentages and when I was doing pie charts. So, I brought in my budget to the class. And it was like I was speaking another language. Like I was wasting my time talking about budgeting, and they were like, "Nah, sir. Like when I get my paycheck, I'm just gonna buy bare trainers. I'm gonna do this." I'm like, "You got bills."
But you know what? No, one day that's gonna actually.
I don't know.
Like
I tried.
Them.
Yeah. So obviously, I said to them, like, in terms of my paycheck, I used to. So like I would say like now, So £300 I put aside. So that's maybe like between 12 to 15% of like my paycheck. And then everything else is like expenses and like petrol, gym, savings and stuff like that. So that's how I was taught So I was taught basically pay yourself and then live off that.
Who taught you that?
My dad, obviously.
That's what I'm saying.
Because I had pocket money, and he was just like, if you want something, use your pocket money. And I hated using my pocket money.
Yeah.
I thought that was the worst.
And you were even saying to me that like you didn't get a lot of pocket money. You got like
£5 a month, £5 a week.
£5 a week.
But who's getting for what?
For just,
like, you know, when you're young,
for existing.
Just for existing.
Wow.
When you're young, didn't you get pocket money?
Not that I remember. I got money on my birthday. I got money. I didn't get money for doing no chores.
No, I didn't
like
do chores. I just got pocket money.
Like
if I asked for things, it's not like I didn't not get.
those things,
yeah. So if I was to ask,
I couldn't
can I go to the shop and get some food? Then my mum may be a bit. My dad definitely would give me what I want, or he would take me to the shop.
See, that's the difference.
Money,
I couldn't ask for anything. I got pocket money, but I couldn't ask. So if I wanted a game, I had to use my pocket money. If I wanted something, I'd use my pocket money. So imagine like I'm trying to go out with my friends for cinema, and I'm like, yo, Dad, I haven't got no pocket money. Like, can I get a tenner? He's like, well,
that's a bit older. I'm thinking of younger age.
No, I'm talking
like secondary school age.
Secondary.
Okay, yeah, I did get money in secondary school. Yeah, it's true. Okay.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like when you're taught about money, it's a bit different. But when you have to learn the hard way, you kind of just have to like learn the hard way, innit? So this book club for me was like a massive eye opener into the fact that spending, even budgeting and things like that, it's a psychological thing as well. There's emotional spending. There's things like this. So yeah, you can be feeling low. You can be like, okay, that, you know, there's certain habits that are attributed to the fact that you're emotionally feeling down and you decide, okay, I want to buy all these shoes, or I want to spend this much on food or whatever. So it's factoring in things like that. And then also factoring in that sometimes we don't plan to spend, like something could happen and you have to spend more. Like it could be family stuff or whatever. So they were talking about like having some sort of emergency fund and something that you can rely on. But truth be told, I think a lot of people are living paycheck to paycheck. Yeah. Most people like apparently not many people have savings. I don't know if you guys, would you say
he has savings?
Savings, yeah.
Yeah, wow. He has savings, definitely.
Savings, yeah.
How do you feel? Like look at the smile.
Do you know what? No, but it's a part of the fact that you didn't like spending money and you still kind of don't like spending money.
I hate
makes sense
I hate
that you have
money.
savings. Yeah.
But no,
I enjoy spending money.
I don't enjoy spending money. I like obviously I see it as a necessity because obviously I got to live and that. But I don't like. I don't really like having regrets when it comes to money. So like, I will spend money on a holiday. I'll enjoy myself, but there'll be like certain things on the holiday aspect that I won't do. So like, I know for some people it's like, oh, I got to travel first class. I'm like, we'll go in the same place. Like, if I got to sit uncomfortable for a few hours, I'll sit uncomfortable for a few hours. Or I won't go to like...
Okay, question.
Yeah.
If you were making more money where you could afford the first class ticket, would you buy it?
No.
Wow.
Interesting. Okay,
would
go
you?
On. 100%. Nah. Because I'm thinking, not first class, maybe business. But for me, what making enough money means... to be traveling in the business or first class may be different to what somebody else. It's not that this paycheck that I'm getting means that I can afford it, but it's like I can afford it and then some, or I could afford it multiple times to the point where spending it doesn't actually feel like...
It doesn't hurt kind of thing.
Yeah, it feels like getting the Uber-ish kind of. Do you get what I mean? It's not...
It's like
some people's lives. Like some people feel like the business class is like getting an Uber to
That's a very rare in this country. Yeah, obviously we're talking about people that live in the UK.
Yeah, we're talking, and it's not the everyday person, obviously.
Yeah, and I think if you're gonna work hard, there is a part of me that feels like, listen,
that ain't my mentality.
Okay.
Nah, see that's
it
wrong.
Sounds like such. I feel like
listen, not my mentality.
This is such a poor mentality, and it probably is. But like,
but that's what luxury is.
But then for me, I also want that experience. I'm not saying that I need to pay more to have, sometimes you pay more and you're not actually getting the best experience. True. I get that. But I just feel like if I'm working so hard, I want to be able to enjoy myself to the point where I'm not going, but that annoys me. Like if I'm out with someone and it feels like every single thing they're counting, that for some odd reason, it just takes away.
I do have one caveat. When I go on holiday, I do not think about consequences.
See?
That's the one thing I do when I'm on holiday.
You're a different person.
I'm a different person on holiday.
It's a different person.
I'm a bit.
Comes out.
I'm a bit different when I'm on holiday.
Okay.
But leading up to the holiday, I'm very like very frugal. But when I'm on holiday, it's like, all right, cool. What, we eating out? We eating out tomorrow? We eating out?
Is it because you know you put this money for this holiday?
No, sometimes because there's been holidays where I'm like, all right, we're just gonna have to eat. We're gonna have to eat hard when I come back. We're just gonna have to make up for it.
I think I'm different to that, you know.
What, on holiday?
When
you're
I'm
frugal?
on holiday, I'm not frugal. I do like to splash a little bit. little bit.
I'm talking, I
I
splash.
know that I've got this money on spending money.
Oh yeah.
Nope.
And I've kind of looked, I usually kind of see what is it that I can kind of get as part of a package and how can I use that to my advantage.
That's what you did with
Yeah. But if I need be, I will get a new place if I don't like the place I'm staying at.
Thailand.
Yeah.
When you were sharing about your holiday, you look like it looks so fun.
It was lovely, but
you
the first hotel weren't nice.
So Mila's like, bye.
I'm going to get a new hotel.
Fair.
I'll be, but Thailand's different. Thailand, it's cheap hotels out there. But if I've booked a hotel and I've spent money, I'm like, I have to chalk it up if I know that it's not gonna.
That you can't just get another one like
Thailand's
that.
I like this experience.
Yeah.
I don't want to ruin my experience at the first part of my holiday.
Fairs.
Sleeping somewhere I don't like. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah, I think the hotel is very important
That's fair.
because that's where you're staying.
Yeah, it has to be nice.
Yeah,
Of some standard at least.
Yeah. I just feel like it's interesting because how someone sees money, like how they deal with it and manage it. I do think it could be a make or break, you know.
Do you think you weren't taught about money?
No, I actually wasn't. Not really, no. Only now I'm learning more, but more through like my mistakes and experiences that I've had. And now I'm seeking more knowledge about, you know, you were even talking about how you kind of have, you know, your outgoings or whatever, like your different, explain it. You said you got your different cards or whatever.
Oh, my cards. So
scammer. I'm joking, not scammer.
scammer. So I have like 2 internet cards. So I use Starlink and Monzo, and I've got like a standard like building society nationwide. So all my money goes into nationwide. And then I pay myself to the internet bank, like the Starlink. So I put, as soon as all the bills come out nationwide, and then I pay myself in the Starlink. And like when I go outside, I just have my Starlink card. Yeah. And that's it. And as soon as my Starlink card is on 0,
that's it. You're not going outside.
I can't go outside. I can't go outside. I stay inside. So it just stops me from like overspending or doing certain things. Obviously, like obviously life happens, so it might be a fact that I've got to dip into my nationwide and like pay someone using that money, but I don't really like touching it. If I've got to do it, I've got to do it.
But that's like in extreme situations.
Yeah, it might be a fact of like so like money going to like a funeral, or like I've got to pay someone for a certain expense. That's not like a personal expense. It's like expense like I've got to do outside of myself.
Okay, makes sense.
Yeah.
And even that's what they mention in the book club as well. And to be honest, I'm probably gonna go on another refresher or something, or do something that's like, because I don't feel like I got stuff out of the book club, yes, but it's about applying it as well. Yeah. So
I've noticed, your situation's a bit different though.
Yeah.
Because you're what, self-employed, isn't it?
Yeah.
So how does that? I've always wondered like how you gonna do that? Because is your money the same every month?
That's the thing. It varies. So it feels, unless like, you know, when you get like a small contract for something and you know that this is regularly coming in, that's a bit different. But most of the time, it's pretty much, it varies every month, and so then the rest.
My approach would be like, if I look at the year and I'll just do an average and just live off that average.
Okay.
That would be mine. So if I like know, I get these certain amount of contracts, and you know, maybe like one term I'm up, I would still
not go over.
Not live like I'm up. I'll just live like I'm just there.
Yeah, you have to have. Yeah, and that's what I've had to learn. Like do I have a minimum and maximum spend? No. Listen,
when she goes out for those meals. But you were saying something before. You said it can make or break. You didn't elaborate on that. What does that mean? What do you mean by that?
Yeah, so if I feel like if I meet someone, right, I know we go back to romance, but it's, you know, life is love and love is life.
I don't know about that life.
So, yeah. But
Guys, don't worry.
But-
Next episode, me and will be talking different.
yeah. Maybe
Trust me,
continue.
next
but-
season, she'll be back.
Yeah, she'll be like, I'm engaged. But
Inshallah.
and then,
Inshallah.
yes,
Inshallah.
yes,
Inshallah.
we pray. But if you met someone, right, and they had quite a lot of debt, for example,
Lord.
and this is on both ends, like a guy, girl,
Lord.
whatever. We're not trying to whoever. They had quite a lot of debt,
How much is a lot?
like
2K. They're 2K. in
yeah,
debt.
I don't even think that's. I
grand.
don't even think that's a lot.
That's a lot.
Okay, fair.
£2,000.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that not a lot?
Really?
No, do you know what a lot is? It's when you have to start going to debt collect, like not debt
No,
collectors,
no,
debt management, and they won't accept you until you have 5,000. Or was it 5,000 in debt or something like that?
Yeah.
So that's that's not a lot of debt.
Sorry,
really.
I've lots of people that had like a K in debt.
Wow.
So I
Okay,
ain't
go on,
talking
go on.
to you if you got a K in debt. Like,
my
like
gosh.
if it's that small, get rid of it then.
True,
But you really have to lock them off.
but not all debt is bad debt.
your face.
What do you mean? Like you don't own it. It's not real estate. I'm talking about on a credit card. I'm talking. They say
We're just trying to come with the 1, 2.
I'm trying to defend the people, the everyday people. This is the everyday people.
Everyday people. No.
I just think
if you got
We need to do better. It's true.
if you got a K in, if you
Yeah.
not telling me a K in debt, nah, right off.
It's fine.
Get rid of.
Sorry,
All right, go on. So go on. No, go on. You.
But we're all
No,
Everyday
go
people.
on.
Nah, you know I say the 2K is not a lot.
Because we're projecting anyways. Oh, sorry.
You're distracted.
Yeah, you're
I'm
done.
so sorry.
So
It's been
let's just. I'm being nice.
Let me finish. Yeah,
Sorry,
let me-
2K in there. They're 2K in there.
I'm thinking like, as in, it's not even just about the money thing, but there's a lot of things that they clearly have to sort out. So, you know, they may be staying here, they're trying to sort out their finances. Ultimately, they're not financially stable.
So for
Is-
Luke, it's a no.
Yeah,
We've
I'm
established.
wondering, what would you, in that situation,
For me,
yeah.
I actually am I'm no longer about that life. But I was once before attracted.
Don't worry.
No, okay, I'll be real. But when somebody has financial knowledge and they feel like they can share that with me or we can share it with each other, that is attractive. Do you get what I
Okay,
mean?
yeah.
If someone has debt and they're not actually doing anything
Working
about
on
it,
it.
or they don't have no plan, they're just like, I've got debt, I don't know what I'm
Yeah.
doing. I'm a bit like, I'm thinking you need to sort yourself out and then we
Yeah.
can figure out. But if you're saying, you know what, I've got this plan, got this budget, even if you're in and out of the budget sometimes, okay, fair enough. That's cool. Do you get what I mean? Like, it's cool. I know Luke is shaking his head.
finished.
JL,
I am
tell us.
finished. I remember, what was it? I had a Lloyd's bank account and say if I had like £20, I spent £21. So but I didn't have an overdraft. I was so vexed because I had to go to the bank and I can't remember. I thought if I didn't have the money, my car should decline.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it spent the money thinking I had the money and then obviously the bank's
Said
charged
you
me
owe-
£5
Yeah.
on top. And I'm like, this is the most irritating thing in the world. Ever since that day, I locked off the account. I was like, never again. So that's why with Nationwide, if I ain't got the money, it just stops my card.
Oh, so
I
you prefer
see.
when you just...
Yeah. if
You don't do overdrafts,
Never,
none of that?
never.
Even when you were a student?
Never had an overdraft.
Even when you were a student?
Never
Do you
had
went to uni?
Yeah, never had an overdraft.
Really? Because you get the overdrafts when you're at uni sometimes.
They asked
do.
if I wanted it. I said no.
I took that overdraft away. I said, give me that.
But people think overdraft's free money.
It's not.
But they see it as free money.
But it helps.
It
I
does not
think-
help.
You know what's mad?
It makes you
You're
think
very,
it's free money.
Yeah, but I'm seeing that you're just very controlled when
No-
it comes to this. You are.
Oh, controlled, yeah.
Yeah, when it comes
very,
to
very
money,
disciplined,
yeah, you're
very
very
cutthroat.
disciplined
And I
mindset.
do honestly think that the way you were raised really helps with that.
I think it's his personality
big
as well.
part. Yeah, maybe it's now inbuilt.
because of how he spoke about when he was a kid. Like he didn't like spending his pocket money.
Yeah,
So
but then
imagine now as a man, like he's still, you can't
Having to
break
pay for-
that.
paying
You
for-
can't break that.
having to pay for dinner.
That mindset.
But then
that
he
was, that
knew.
was happening when he was like 10.
But then he
all the way
already.
up until now.
But then he
I don't like this.
already
I don't like this. I don't like this
analysing
bullying.
you. But then he knew that his dad wasn't, that's the only pocket money he had.
Is
It's
your
not
dad like you?
My dad's worse.
Yeah.
Okay,
makes
if
sense.
people don't know my dad, they think he's a nice guy. But if my brothers were here, we had to make PowerPoint presentations to get an increase in our pocket money.
I love that.
No, I'm 14. I'm like, all right, Dad. So with my PowerPoint, I'm currently on £10 or I think I was on £5. I was like, Dad, it would be really better. I couldn't ask. I was like, my minimum is I want 7. If I asked for 10, he would drop it to 7. So I had to ask for more and think he would drop it. So obviously the PowerPoint's going on. He's just like, yo, what's gonna get this to hush up? And I was like, if you give me £7, I'll be really grateful. I got the 7.
Well, how much is that? £7 a week?
Yeah.
Think about that. If you have a child, you're spending £7 per week on that child.
Yeah. That's what.
My maths is not that great. That's
7 times 4 is £28.
Yeah, but for the year.
But then
for the month.
No, but then there's 3. Obviously, there's 3 boys as well, isn't it?
Yeah, as well. So it adds up.
She's saying it like, it will add up
on his budget. Do you know what I mean? So he's probably thinking, if you don't need it, and he sees you spending it on games, even worse. He's thinking,
that's good.
What's this?
That's good. It keeps him inside the house.
Yeah.
I'm not out on the street. I'm playing games. I wanna play a game. I wanna spend time with my brothers.
Reading your books.
I had to.
Were you reading your book?
I was definitely reading books, mate. I had to read books.
But then that's what I'm saying. Like how you grow up. I know I've said this like 3 or 4 times.
How about you? What did your mum? How was she with money?
Honestly, my mum was so lenient. Like,
but you lot girls anyway.
No, even for my brothers, really. Like, it was one of those things. I don't even know if I should say it, but yeah, she would get paid, and it will all go in that day, kind of thing.
Wow.
Like, yeah. So it was not. Sounds a bit sad, but yeah, like one time.
Replicate that?
Yes and no. Like I've kind of come out of it, but yeah, like the money will come, but it will go just as fast. So yeah,
this is a no judgment zone.
It is a no judgment.
The same way you felt like you don't want to be bullied.
I'm not judging. I'm just like, it's just weird to me, isn't it? It's a foreign thing because that's something I want to speak about is like how do you speak with money with family and friends? Because for me, I would openly, like, some people have an uncomfortable conversation if I go, oh, I don't have the money for that. And they feel like, oh, that's a bit of pressure. For me, I have no qualm saying, my mates are like, oh, we're going out to this club. Like, it's going to cost like £50. We'll all get on a boat on a table. Everyone put in 200. I have no qualm saying, guys, have fun. Do your thing. I haven't got the money. It's not in my budget.
What about you? Would you say that? I don't think you...
Or would you just make an excuse? Some people make an excuse, but I'm not feeling well.
I don't think I've ever heard you say that.
No, but I feel like it's not about the money usually. If I don't want to go out, it's more about my mood.
Okay.
Yeah. But if I'm really like up for the thing, then I might try and like push it in my budget and say, I'm going to go.
Yeah, because I feel like with you... I like to let me try and guess you.
Go on.
But I do feel like you make it work. You're someone that even if you'll kind of put together, even if you didn't really have you're someone that it's like Mila's finding that money for that birthday meal, or if it's important to that person, I feel like you're that kind of person.
I'll try to kind of
kinda. My mom was similar in that. My mom is similar in that way as well, but especially when we were younger, she was kind of like, we just made do with what we kind of had. And I think personally it did teach me to be quite resilient in a lot of things. Like, I don't just blow everything in one day, but if I know how to make a little stretch. So in a weird way, I've had to kind of learn that lesson as well, that Luke, stretching the £5 or whatever, I've learned to make the little stretch that I have. So to me, it's still like much, if that makes sense. It's like, it's not a big deal. Like money is important in terms of the world and the way it goes around, blah, blah, blah. But personally, for me, it's not. I feel like money is an energy. I feel like you can always create money. I feel like there is enough to go around if you really do. That's how I feel. Like,
it is a social construct.
I think for me though, it has an emotional attachment.
Yeah.
So for instance, like if I don't have money, I am stressed.
Yeah,
like I do not like it. It makes me feel uncomfortable.
Down in the dumps.
Down. Yeah. My energy's down.
Anxious.
I'm anxious. I get so anxious because I'm thinking, I don't like having a bill outstanding and not having money to go to that. I hate that is like I just don't want that. So I need to make sure like every single time that things are in order. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
For myself.
So does everything just come out at once for you? Like
100%.
all your direct debits?
First of the month.
Wow.
I get all of my direct debits to come out at that time. And I also reassess.
That's definitely a 9 to 5 right there.
Yeah.
It's a 9 to 5.
No, facts.
also
Facts.
reassess.
I can't do that.
9 to 5s?
You know, I can't do that.
Make sure.
Sometimes they've taken that £100. I'm like, huh.
Yeah, nah. I know that's coming out. I know that first day.
Like, I'm cancelling.
It's basically you look at your paycheck on the second, isn't it? Everyone comes out on the first.
Second.
My real paycheck is the second of the month.
But you know, and sometimes it's better to do the first because I used to do the last day of the month, but that would mess me up because sometimes
You already spent the money.
no, it's like it would be the 30th instead of the 31st.
Oh, yeah.
So it would end up being the bills have come, but then I haven't been
There's
paid
no money.
yet.
Oh,
yeah.
so you now do the
So I do the
first.
first to make
See?
sure that because I didn't
You
like
learn.
when it happened. I said, "Oh my god." I literally thought like I was like, "Can't they wait?"
Meltdown,
Like one
meltdown.
day, literally,
They can't wait, bro.
I know,
They want it now.
Never wait for
them
you. They will
bills
never.
are certain, man.
Yeah.
One
They
thing
come,
for
boy.
sure. One thing for certain.
But you know what though? Back to that question about saying to people like, "Oh, I haven't got it" or whatever. Now I don't mind saying that.
You don't mind?
I will say, especially if it's my close friends, like,
Yeah, it's
you
true.
know, I kind of have my closer ones, and the circle gets smaller. I feel like as you get older, so
Yeah.
I will be that transparent. Like, no, I haven't got it, or I'm not going out this weekend, or whatever it is, because it's just like I also want to spend my money on certain things and invest in certain things. Like,
Yeah.
that I feel like I've just got different priorities. So
Investing. That was my second question.
investing.
I was just yeah.
So where's-
all right.
where do you want to invest your money? Like, where is that?
I want to get bonds, but I've never done it
Bonds.
before.
Okay.
Actually, one of my friends. What?
The way it looks. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Nah, okay, all right.
One of my friends from work, she was actually talking to me and one of my other colleagues about the bonds that both of them actually had bought bonds, right? And
What is okay? Go on.
so like a bond is like you purchase a bond, right? I don't know. I'm not 100%. Someone can fact check this, but
We'll put in the description.
yeah.
What about it?
I'm not 100% sure. I'm not coming like a financial advisor. I don't know. But from what I've gathered is that you can purchase a bond. Say it comes £25 is the cheapest. You can
Are you talking
put
about through
into
the
it.
bank?
Yeah.
Okay,
It's
through the
£25
bank,
is
okay.
like the cheapest.
Yeah.
And like I think it only goes up to however much. I think 5,000 or something like that. And then it's like a lottery. So like you can get back money. Is that wrong?
So what
Depends
did
on
your
can
friends?
get back.
Depends on the bond.
Yeah.
It really depends on the bond.
Did your
because-
two friends invest? So they're saying that this is what they've invested
Yeah,
in.
they've
It works for
invested in.
them.
Yeah, but it's like they're waiting to get that payback, if that sense.
Oh, so it's
That's
giving
what
me.
I understand of it. I'm not 100%
Is
sure.
this-
Maybe I'm.
Is this
I'm
crypto, bud?
remembering
This is
it
giving me
wrong.
crypto.
Okay,
and
you're
that.
just saying
Crypto's
words.
Forex. and
You're
that.
saying a bunch of words now.
Trader.
You're just
Crypto's different.
your friend just a bunch of
Trader Joe's.
You are just throwing anything to do with
Currency.
money
Yeah,
outside.
Okay,
think
come
we
on,
know-
he's fact checking.
I'm
Go on,
not
go on.
fact checking. No,
I think we know.
I just get my questions.
What do you know about bonds?
I had a bond.
Okay, so you know about bonds. So why are you telling me? Yeah,
Investment.
But
It is an investment,
I got. There's different types of bonds. I got a bond through my bank, and it matures. So they kind of. It's more of a guarantee than a lottery. Like you're guaranteed. Well, I've
you're
always,
guaranteed the money back, but you don't know when you'll get it back, right?
No, it will mature. So basically, I had a bond for like I don't know, I think like a year. So it was like had a percentage of 2.65%.
Okay.
And then after a year, I get a letter from the bank saying it's matured and I get my money.
Do you have to take it out, or can you keep it in there?
You can keep it in there. You can ask for it to be matured again.
I don't like that stuff.
Oh,
Do you
I
know
want
what I
that.
mean? Because
So
Okay,
wait.
so that makes
The
more
thing
sense to how
is-
maybe that's how they would
the
explain
thing
it, but I
is,
was
it's
kind of
like-
hearing it differently.
we're here today. We are here today. So to me, like to me, yeah, we are actually here today. Like,
what does that mean? I mean, elaborate.
enjoy today.
So
So
basically saying YOLO.
No, what?
You only live once, low key. So for me, that's why that justifies some of my spending. Because, so for example, this bond thing, and you'll get it back with immatures, ABC. They're just trying to get your money.
Yeah, they are.
But they are.
So essentially, what the bank does,
investment. Your money makes more money.
The issue is
if there's money in your account now. It's less value.
Yeah, because of inflation.
Yes, come on. Even
I know that, but I can tell you. So basically, what the problem is that if I give the bank £1,000 and they say, after a year we're gonna give you 2.65%, they're probably making 30%, and they're like, you can have this chump change. That's what the issue is, because they're doing whatever they're doing with the money, investing it somewhere else, investing it over here, and they're gonna make a lot. Money. They're using my money because I gave it to them to do what they want to do with it and make a bunch. And
but you still get something out of it.
You get a little something, but they're probably making a lot more money. They're making like probably 30%.
But the thing is that the money that they're making has higher risks.
It has higher risks, but you're still using my money at the end of the day.
But they use everyone's money. Every bank uses the money that's in your account is not in your account.
Yeah, they're using my money, their money. It's a joke.
But then that's what I'm trying to say. Even in terms of the way things are so digital, and it's not like back in the day where you had gold and you had proper.
No, they still have gold.
But it's
gold.
Not,
no, but the thing is,
the
issue is the banks have done this because if you look on any money, it's saying you are entitled to £5 worth of gold. That's what a piece of paper is. So what happened was people would give gold to the bank and say, all right, write me a receipt for my gold, and people would just start exchanging receipts, but the bank started making more receipts than they had gold. And that's the problem. That's why we're in this problem that we have. If they had just played the game
but
normally,
then they would be out of money.
No, we wouldn't be out of money because you can only have what's in circulation. Right now, there's too much money in circulation than what we have. Like, if everyone said, yo, I want the gold that you promised to me.
To take it out.
They don't have it because they don't have the gold.
Yeah.
And but not everyone's going to... People will not say that.
No, but they don't have it. You can't do it because...
It's not there. It's not there.
History. Because of what America did with the reserves, they... Like it's a whole history lesson.
But you know what?
But this is what I'm saying. It's a whole social construct.
That's what my point is. We only have today.
No, but you can invest.
So wait.
You can invest and you can get more money.
I do think you can invest.
That you have now.
I do think you can invest, but I think money does reveal people's true characters.
Wait, what are we talking about here? Are we talking about finances or character?
No, but it's a mixture because I do think that. I really do believe that money is an energy. Sometimes you can create opportunities. You can create financial situations where you're a little bit more liberated or you have more of a financial flow. And I think it's a mindset. I actually do think it's a mindset. And I think you can learn certain things, yes. But I do think that, like, I don't know, I don't fully trust. What I'm saying is I don't fully trust that system of the way the banks operate. Because there's so much greed. There's so many people that have so much. And then there's people that suffer and have very, very little, you know? And I think for me, that's why money is a very interesting thing, because I just personally feel like as long as I always look at what I have and what I know some people might be struggling with as well. And for me, I always feel like I have enough, more than enough. So that's just my mindset in general. Maybe it helps me sleep at night. I don't know. You know, there might be £5 in the account, but in my mind, I just feel like as long as I've got what I need and I've paid, I'm not saying I run away from bills and responsibility. I mean, sometimes, but what I'm saying is that as long as I've done what I need to do, I personally feel like it's important to enjoy what I work hard for. Because there's so many people, even the way they've done, like, the pension age, for example, has gone up. People are gonna be working till how old? They're not gonna see that money.
Okay, you've said a few things.
You said a lot of things.
You said a lot of things.
A lot of things were said.
The first thing that you said, I do feel like
I
you're going for something. You're definitely going for something.
Don't diagnose me. Go on.
And there's a lot of time.
There was a lot happening.
We'll let you talk about some of it, and I will address some of it.
Okay. So some of this. Okay. So the first thing that you said about money being an energy and people understanding that you can make money work for you. I agree that you should be able to learn about how to use your skills what it is to create more money for yourself.
I agree with Mila.
Because
and that's what I said, but she's
we're just trying to clarify.
Clarify what you're trying to say.
Okay. I agree with Mila. Thank you for translating.
I think that that's not really taught as much, and I think it is something that I think our generation can help teach our children and also ourselves. Is that we have skills. All of us have skills that we can make money from that we're not making money from right now.
That's it.
I have an
And I
issue
think
with that
we're not making this. Okay, we'll come back to you. Don't worry.
I'm sorry. I'll put a pin in it. But I have an issue with that.
Okay. So I think, like, for me, I'm in a space where I'm trying to figure out how do I invest in my skill set to create more wealth for myself that I can then invest in as well.
Okay, that's just you working your 9 to 5.
No,
other than
on
that,
the side as well as that.
Yeah,
I think you should have multiple streams of income.
Okay,
so I think that's. I know that's
that line.
I know that's the tagline. That's the tagline.
No, I hate that. I hate that line. But
it's true.
No, it's not true.
It helps.
Okay, let her land.
Sorry, let me just. Sorry, I have to respond to that. One of the issues I have is because of the I would say the UK and the US economy. It really enforces this sense of if you only got one stream, if you got a 9 to 5, it causes problems because you're not able to move up the ladder. And for me, I think that's a big problem to put that on people, even the young people, because even like kids nowadays are like, I've got to get multiple streams of income. Like one job's not enough. And I think that's one of the issues I have with the economy in terms of it's forcing people to do things outside of 9 to 5, whereas before
9 to 5 was the that would create wealth and
what's before like you do
for your life.
Yeah, before it was like I do my job and then I'm able to essentially pay my bills, and I like if I save up enough money I can go on holiday.
But like you said, the reality of life right now, it's not. The 9 to 5 doesn't pay off everything.
It doesn't obviously,
especially when you're single. Do you get what I mean? So it's like...
Wait, sounds already she's coming back to the side of trying to get a new person.
I need to make sure that my finances are enough for myself.
Find you where,
Yeah, that's my only gripe. My only gripe is I hate the fact that because of greed and because of the UK system, the taxes and everything, it's forcing people, they have to do extra work outside of that. And you're not able to focus on the things that matter.
But why does it have to be a negative?
It is a negative.
Because what matters in life is it not fulfilling your desires?
No. I think it's fair enough if my 9 to 5 was sufficient.
Yeah.
Like it paid all my bills and I was able to like go on holiday, able to live good. I'm with that. I'm calm. And if someone wanted to do something outside, like chase a passion, they're allowed to do that by all means. But because of everything going on, I now have to do that. I now have to find another stream of income because life's not enough with my 9 to 5.
That's what my point is.
Oh, so that's what you're trying to say.
Yeah, and that's another thing that I was trying to say. Because touching on that is there's so much that is demanding, and to be working, we don't live to work, pay bills, and die.
Yeah,
no,
I'm gonna be real. And some people
work on your passions,
but some people don't want to do. Some people,
I'll be real. There are some people in love that just want to do a 9 to 5, clock in, clock out, and
go to their family or go to the lake.
Yeah, for me, I would be honest. I'll be honest.
Wild.
Starting a family, having a family.
So
go for a walk. Stroll. Yeah, go for a stroll after work.
I just want to enjoy.
You can also go for the stroll and then also do your.
No, but now.
Why are you forcing me? Why are you forcing me to have multiple streams?
I'm gonna do the multiple side thing right now.
That's
what I mean. As we speak.
That's what I'm saying. I say the issue is because of taxes and because of how everything's just going up, inflation, it's forcing people to have a 9 to 5 and then try and make a second living on the side. Whereas before,
so your first living should be your passion anyway. We all know that. But we can't. The way life works.
We spoke about this on the first.
I know,
but we can touch on it because you know what? It does highlight why. Okay, it highlights work and what is important. Most of the time, you're just covering those basics, the bills, everything else. It is a bonus to do what you love and get paid from it, right? The thing is that's sad is I know some people that have tried the multiple passion streams, having extra hustles, and guess what? The system hasn't supported them in the UK. Like it hasn't
What
supported.
do you mean?
Like it hasn't
because
they're no better off. Like they're not better. Like the incentive to have like 2-3 jobs stretch yourselves out thin, like if anything, they're taxed more, or like there's been like I can't remember.
I would say you're always better off.
Nah, not anymore.
No,
so for instance,
you don't benefit from having
in the
three
UK,
jobs. Not really.
Because we're talking about the UK, like I know for a fact, like now they're trying to tax people on Etsy or eBay.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
That's
And
ridiculous.
those are people's
That
side
is
hustles.
crazy,
Somebody
yeah.
making earrings. Why are you bothered? Let the lady make earrings. Yeah. Sorry.
Basically, the government just want to be in our pocket. Day
really
one.
got-
No,
This
no,
is
and
true.
serious. This is a real thing. This is why. Yeah. Okay. I love the UK. Don't take my passport. But what I'm basically trying to say is that.
Yo, send me somewhere else. Send me somewhere hot.
But what
I don't care.
the culture for greed and money and to be paying whoever, this rich man up the top, I don't know who, it is draining a lot of people and it affects mental health. It affects the way people live, and that's what
We're looking at it from a bad light.
No, but
go
I
on.
No,
think,
it is a bad lie.
No, I
100%.
do think
Like, look at all right, 9 to 5 paycheck. Yeah, you pay national insurance, right?
Yeah,
You pay income tax, right?
yeah.
They're the same thing. They go to the same person. Why am I paying?
Why do you have two
Why am I
parts?
paying 2 taxes? Tell me why.
And
That's
you're
mad.
not-
You look at your paycheck. It's like national insurance. All right.
yeah.
All right. Student loan. All right.
And
Yeah, I did that.
pension.
Pension.
All right, cool. I'm okay.
Another
But
piece
pensions
that
are your
they're
thing.
taking.
But then you look at income tax. You're like, hold on, whoa,
know,
whoa, whoa, big
what's
man,
this?
big man.
What's this?
Government twice. Government twice.
Student loan.
But
if
do
you've
we
got
not
that.
go to the NHS and have it for free?
But it's going to the same pot. Like they got national insurance and income tax are going to the government. It's not
Yeah,
like
and a
separate.
lot-
They're going into the same
Yeah,
pot.
and a lot of things are being privatized as well, but that's a separate issue.
Yeah.
But for example, you're 9 to 5, right? When you're working so much, do you have time for your dreams and your other things and hustles? Be honest.
I do because
Honestly-
I do this podcast.
And honestly, it's difficult. It is difficult. You have to find a way to make it work. But for me, I feel like I'm not going to look at it in a negative light because
Good for
I
you.
want it to be something
Positive.
Good for you, man. I hate it.
because
I hate it.
I want it to be something that's going to be like, okay, one day the things that I'm doing on the side will overrule my 9 to 5.
You
One
live-
day, that's my dream.
Inshallah.
That's true.
I hear it, but that shouldn't be the case.
And no, but like fair enough, but it also determines how much energy, effort, finances, everything else you put into those dreams and those visions, right?
It's because you have to be tactical.
And hours,
though.
yeah.
I feel like I'm not specifically tactical about the things that and the skills that I have. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah, but
If I
it's-
was a more tactical person, if I was really researching into certain things and modeling my skills or my experiences in ways that would benefit me financially, I would be making more money. But I'm not. We all would be making more money.
I personally feel like this government here, it makes it hard
We
for
can't
anyone.
just blame the government on
Okay,
everything.
no,
No,
fair
no, no,
enough,
no,
but they
I'm
don't
sa-
make it easy. I think.
I blame the government for having their hands in my pocket.
Yeah,
I blame
because
that.
in other countries, like, listen, sometimes whatever
But
someone...
like in America, say for instance, they
No,
don't-
America and UK, they're taxing. The issue is, I say in America and UK is we pay high taxes, but I don't see the benefit. I can't. If you're saying, "Oh, my money's going to this, my money's going to that," but I haven't seen it, it's very hard to justify why my taxes are so high. Like a lot of times, taxes go up because there's a war. We haven't been in a war for I don't know how many years.
God forbid, yeah.
Like what? 1945 was World War II. Well, obviously, there's a war in Ukraine, but
yeah.
it doesn't. I'm not in Ukraine. Why am I having to have high taxes? I'll be real. It doesn't make any sense. If you look at other countries
'Cause
such
there
as
is-
Sweden,
yeah.
they've got high taxes, but at the same time, they've got
Childcare's
high salaries.
Yeah.
And they can, if you speak to the Swedes, they always talk about like, I can see the benefits of where I'm going. So they have good sick pay, they have a
Yeah,
good
childcare
healthcare,
provided.
they have good
They do,
child,
yeah.
all the stuff that we ask for in the UK.
It's not necessarily
It's not
there.
matching.
True.
And
Okay, I
even
do-
like my sister and like family, these are real life situations where I've seen, and even myself, someone that's had 1 or 2 hustles,
Yeah.
invested time, energy, effort. That's not always.
So maybe we need to invest in different places.
What do you mean?
So like you were
Where?
saying that the banks are investing our money and making multiple money.
Yeah, but they
So
require
where should we invest?
that requires a lot of capital. So the places where they invest in stuff,
Where?
like, they.
Where shall we invest?
Like with Apple.
What else can I do with my money?
Wait, time out. That's like if
joking,
you're not
I'm
talking about
joking.
stocks, that's fine.
Shares.
You can, yeah. So I have a few shares that I invest in, but it's like to create the amount of wealth and
Where do you invest?
I am not playing this money game anymore.
you have to play the game.
I
though.
am not. I am living. Sorry. Sorry.
You got issues. You issues.
What's happening? I
I invest in shares. So I have my money in shares and I have like in the bank.
Which
So
shares?
I bought a few. She's triggered. This one over here, she's triggered. I invest like the S&P 500 and like the FTSE. So S&P 500, just so you know.
Do you look at for FTSE? Do you have to watch?
See the thing. Because it's the FTSE. I don't. I just invest like the top 5 in the FTSE. The S&P.
How often?
I don't really look at it because it's.
Question: how much money are you getting from this?
Currently, I've made $1,000.
But it's over
Are
time.
you allowed
But
to
then
withdraw that grand today?
Yeah.
Yeah, he can.
Okay.
But he wouldn't because he would know that
I
he
just
can.
keep rolling it. Yeah.
As time goes on, it's going to mature and he's going to get more from it.
Mature.
You got issues with money. you definitely got issues.
Oh my
but
gosh, am I looking a bit toxic?
a bit.
toxic,
Little small.
There's some people watching definitely ain't gonna date her. She's gonna spend all my. She's gonna be like, I just had a bad day. No, but okay. But when are you gonna take it out?
If I need to, like right now, it's I've invested 5K and I've made $1,000 back. So my money is like 6K in total.
What?
So he's put in 5,000
And
he's been given another extra 1,000 from his investment.
So you've
But
got
he's
six
only-
grand.
I've got
Yeah.
$6,000.
So you could take out $6,000.
I could take out $6,000.
But why would he?
So when
When did you make this investment? Was this
I'd say COVID.
Over the
I would
time
say
period
during
of-
COVID, I started taking investing seriously. Like before,
so?
it was
This is like over 3 years.
over 3 years. Yeah.
So $1,000 over 3 years.
how much do you have in your savings? I'm joking, don't say.
In
don't say.
savings-
But roughly between what would you say is a decent amount to have in your savings? Because
They say
I might take some notes.
in savings, I've got about the same, so $5,000.
Okay, that's actually wow.
Actually, no,
that's
I got
decent.
so I got $7,000 in shares and $5,000 in savings.
Okay, that's decent.
Yeah. No one can rob me though.
I like the way. Yeah, no, God, I like the way I looked at Mila and then Mila.
And looked away. I said, let me just.
I'm not gonna ask you a question. I'm,
No,
not
my
trying to-
savings are
I'm not trying to hot anyone up.
on
But yeah, no, because I say in shares,
It's basic right now.
So I would say the way how to start shares quite simple. Is just invest in things that obviously people use. So like a lot of people have Apple. Like if you look around, just stuff like that. So I've got a fair bit of stocks in Apple, Google,
you?
and Microsoft. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, that's good.
So that would be like my top. If those were like the top shares, I invest in like stuff that is spoken about
What
a
about
lot.
Amazon?
Yeah, I have steps on Amazon. Okay. So Amazon, I would say my top ones are Amazon, Google, Microsoft,
And Apple.
Apple.
Did you do the Bitcoin?
Tesla, I did do it. I've got a bit of money in
Do you have a
crypto.
coin?
Well, some of it. Was it some part of a crypto? Some part of it.
Okay.
This
This is not about this life.
Hey, this part of your book.
Okay, so would you
It's true. It's part
would you get a financial advisor?
I wouldn't need one at this moment.
I would definitely need one.
I would as well.
Financial advisor.
Yeah.
On a scale of
100%.
1 to 10, how good do you think you are with money? 10 being very, very good.
It depends on like how you grade it. Like
Like, as in, you've got your savings, you know how to.
I
You're
feel
not
like he's in a good
always.
space.
Yeah, you're not always over. Let's rate each other. This is fun.
no, I
'Cause
don't
then
think that's a good idea.
I'm not going to get offended
I don't
because
wanna
I know
I don't-
mine's going to be 10 anyway. So, yeah.
We're not doing that.
I haven't given enough information on purpose.
Oh, really?
I'm joking.
But, like, I would say, okay, we can do it for ourselves then. But, like, in terms of you're not constantly overspending and you're, like, in this place where you're like, oh, my gosh, I literally
I
only
think
have this.
my issue is because I'm on 9 to 5. It makes it hard for me to. Obviously, I do like want to push like the amount of money I have, but it makes it hard for me to
put a value on that.
put a value on that.
But I would.
What, to
would
like
you say
splurge? Does it make
Yeah,
it hard to splurge?
No, to say how
I
he
don't really
reads with
splurge.
money.
I think that's what a lot of people have said. Like I don't really.
That's in benefit for you though.
Not really comes dating though, innit? You know what I mean? Splurging. I don't like. For instance, I didn't really like paying on first dates.
Oh no!
And you have
I kind of knew that. But you know what's interesting? Yeah, because I remember you sharing like, but then that's it. Do you know what's interesting? It's always the ones that have the savings. They got the. Why not pay for the first date? You got it.
Yeah, because I don't know you in it. I saw it as an investment.
Fair.
That's how I've always seen it. I've seen it as I'm investing in you. Are you gonna invest in me? Let's until it becomes serious. That's when I'm like, all right, cool. We've invested in each other. Like now, I can like splurge on you.
So you do go and spend on dates.
Yeah, but it's like it's later on. Later on, it's in the beginning. In the beginning, I don't know you in it. You're a stranger. I don't know you from Adam.
No,
fair.
But I guess it's
that's how I've always seen it.
How you like the romantic side, but I do think that I don't know. Start as you means to go on. So personally, for me, someone not wanting to like do that, I would look at that as It's not like I'd cut them off.
No, I see it as a business. I see it as if the relationship is a business, how much are you looking to put in? If I'm putting all my money in and you're putting in nothing, I see it as I'm taking more of a risk. But
it's not nothing because do you know how much it costs for a woman to get done?
Oh, all that talk, man. You know how much it costs to pick you up? I didn't charge for petrol.
Oh, stop.
You know what I mean? You're in my car. I didn't charge for the insurance. We all have all our expenses.
But me personally, I just know I wouldn't like to date someone that I feel like is always watching these things. Personally, I'm not saying go crazy. Don't be like me. I'm not like crazy.
I can tell you now,
But
there's times when I thought like how you lot are speaking, and I took it too far. So for one time, like this is the worst. Whoever this girl is, she's had a good life.
Yeah.
First date, I took her to Paris.
You took her to Paris
on the first date.
First date.
Go on, Luke. That's not like Luke. So
that's
go
not.
on.
It's not.
Good for her.
Because obviously I was influenced by all you people. Like, oh yeah, you got to spend on the first date.
You
got
to treat.
Yeah, I did.
Okay,
that's the problem.
So then what happened?
It didn't work out, innit? Like I invested too much, innit?
So then were you scarred and never did?
Never did it again.
That's it too much. So now we're getting there. It's because he took a girl to Paris back in the day. He got scarred.
No, but it went down. It wasn't Paris first. It was like, took a girl to Paris one date. And we went on a few dates after that. Didn't work out. Next guy I met, I was like, all right, let's took her to a spa. That didn't work out.
Wow.
Yeah. See, I really went big. And then I was like, all right, cool. Let me take her to like the top restaurant. That didn't work out. And I was like, you know what? I'm putting way too much into these girls. Let me dial it all the way down.
And the next one gets 0.
Yeah, put it 0. And it's been working out. And I'm like, I've been feeling a lot better.
No, but then it's clear that those experiences do shape people, because I have met like a guy that kind of says that, listen, I've spent on someone and I feel like it didn't work out. It was a waste of time.
Yeah.
But personally, I just feel like we can't allow our experiences to shape how we then move forward, because someone does deserve your full 100%. I personally feel I want to see someone that puts their best foot forward the same way I'm not saying you need to go crazy, but it's a nice gesture and it says a lot about that person's character, how you're going to move forward. These things are important. But like personally, I think the money thing, I wouldn't say if someone doesn't have money, it's not something that I'm personally going to judge. Like, I feel like you can still do something with not much. That's what I personally feel. I'm not one of those people that feels like I need to have loads of money before I step outside the house, for example. Like,
right now, I'm in a space where I feel like I need to be knowing where my money's going. Even if I don't have money, I know I don't have it because things have been sorted out, bills have been paid, I'm still afloat. That's for me. But if things haven't been sorted out and I don't have money, then what am I doing? That's what I feel like for myself. So I'm in a space where I'm like, I'm trying to be selfish. I'm not even thinking about the dating game and all of this stuff, because you guys already know I'm not on that. But for me, I'm thinking like, I want to make enough money where it's like, I want to make sure that I'm thinking critically for myself. How am I going to finance my life? Do you know what I mean?
I agree. I'm the same.
Do you lot have a spreadsheet then?
I do have a spreadsheet.
You don't have it. You're looking at me like I'm speaking foreign. A spreadsheet.
Yeah, for like the months.
Yeah, do you have a spreadsheet?
Yeah,
I
budget,
don't have a
basically
spreadsheet because the lines just annoy me.
But hers is.
But
No, but hers is.
I have a notepad.
Okay.
A notepad.
She has a budget.
You still get the numbers down.
Yeah, but
I have
it
a rough.
formulates the calculation for you.
Yeah, but I have a rough budget of how much
My
I
sister
know.
sent me mine. I'll send it to you.
No,
It's easier.
fair. I might try and use it, but I'm saying that like because I even got one in this book club. But I know sometimes when I look at certain things, my brain just gets pissed off by it. Do you know what I mean?
The squares.
The squares.
Or is it the money?
Both. So you guys can tell this. I don't know why. I didn't realize this conversation would be kind of triggering for me.
Yeah, look at that.
But it's more triggering to see how different we all are because we've all gone out.
I like it. I wish I had more conversations like this.
Yeah, because I feel a bit like, wow, I really see it differently. And genuinely, I think it is because of the way I was obviously raised. My mum, like the way, in all honesty, I've had to figure out a lot on my own, but also
My mum's a great saver.
it wasn't. Yeah, my mum wasn't
good at
strict like
saving.
that,
But she wasn't strict,
or
but
boundaried in that way with money. But
the thing is with
Sorry,
my mum,
Mum, I
is
love
like,
you, but-
I don't know how she made it work, but it's like she always seemed to be okay-ish. I feel like she always has money on the side, like just in case kind of money.
but what did she do? Like work? Like wasn't she?
She was an accountant before, but then obviously, that she's, so obviously maybe that maybe
It
hasn't
helps,
helped
the
her.
skills.
But also my sister also helps support my mum in many ways as well. And my sister's financially, like I feel like both of my sisters, they're really good with money. Like they've really done really well. And like, I feel like, to be honest, I'm the failure to be in the family. Not failure.
Come on, look at Eminem talks, man. We make thousands.
But I'm not the financially savvy person in the family.
Same.
And I feel like I want to get to a space where I'm like almost overachieving in that space. Like it's almost like I feel like I know I can do better and I want to do better.
I like that. Do you know what? Rising off that, I think I'll join you in that as well. I'm gonna.
Come on, Eminem talks, billionaire projects. Hey, come on.
But no, I do think I'm
saying nothing.
Luke,
I'm saying
support us.
I will
Support me.
We can sit down and make. We can
Support us.
Oh, yeah.
Support me. She forgot about me, but
Support.
I'll help you lot make a spreadsheet.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll take off the lines.
yeah.
that's confusing. I want.
You want the lines?
Spreadsheet.
I'll put the lines off for you, no lines for
Do you know what it is here for me? I think what I'm learning though is having these aims and these specific things that you want to work on financially are important. Setting these goals, the same way you might set a goal for your dreams and whatever.
Yeah.
Everything does incorporate and, money. So it is an important thing. And like in all seriousness, like I do know that. I've got
a question. Just quickly.
Yeah, no.
So what's your targets? Like what is your specific target for the rest of this year? For when it comes to money? What's your money goal?
I want to be able to create an emergency fund.
Okay.
For sure. Or just like savings.
How much?
Like specifically.
Yeah, specifically. Put a number on it.
On the spot.
Yes.
On the spot.
You know what came to mind? $2,000.
$2,000.
Okay.
That's
because
good.
I think
That's good.
for me,
That's good.
That's good.
That's
a start.
It's a start.
That's a very
for somebody
good
that
start.
doesn't really lives in moment to moment, paycheck to paycheck.
So
$2,000 savings for emergency fund.
For you, that might require cutting back on.
Yeah. Give me some.
Luke's gonna be on
I will.
He teach you out. He's gonna be like, what's happening with that $2,000?
Yeah, he's gonna see my WhatsApp story, Malunga.
100%.
Why are you eating out? All right, so what does it require? Come on, tell me.
It's
Cutting back
on the eating out. 100%. That's where it's gonna start.
If that's where your thing is,
If you already told us,
you have to do meal preps.
Look at her meal preps.
Meal preps are nice,
I don't mind meal preps, but not everywhere has a microwave. You do know that.
Everywhere has a microwave.
Well, make food that doesn't need a microwave.
Okay, I'm creating
Salads.
excuses. Okay, so
Madness.
let's eat out. What else?
That's a start. Let's start there.
Okay.
And see how much you'll save from that.
Yeah.
And then another spend, because my financial advisor did look over this, and that's the thing. I'm like wanting him to become. He's given me some advice from the book club, but anyways, I've got you, which is great because you're great at maths and numbers. But what about I do spend quite a bit on Ubers, I've realised.
So you cut out Uber.
Yeah, you got to cut out Uber, mate.
Those are my two. Yeah, Monzo told me, which is great. That was really.
Yeah.
Monzo gave me a rough. No, but that for me was helpful because I didn't clock it. But then Monzo were like, this is what you spend on most. Okay, so no eating out or eating out maybe once. What would you say in a month? Like twice a month?
Once a month.
I say 4 times. You could do one at the end of the week.
Oh, so once a week.
But what are you eating? What time out? How much you spending when you eat out? That's what you got to think. Because when I think eating out, I think like a takeaway. Because I say like last night.
Oh my God, I was thinking something different. I was thinking of like a restaurant, like £100.
Nah, because I was thinking like, me personally, like Friday, I'm like, I don't want to cook.
That's what I mean. I'm talking about that because obviously I'm living on my own. So a lot of the money goes to obviously keeping up with my flat and everything. So sometimes by the time I've got whatever I've got left, I'm just like, freaking,
like, sometimes Friday, I'm just like, I don't want to cook.
And I'm tired. Yeah.
I'm tired. So I'm like, all right.
So once a week, you give yourself that once a week.
I'll be like £30.
That's what I was going to say. So usually when I do eat out or like get takeout, but it's mostly eating out because I'm going to be real. There's something nice about also socializing a little bit. Like if I'm just, this sounds, stop it. Don't shake your head.
I'm just thinking because now you're socializing. As soon as you step outside, your money's just gone because you got to think about travel there.
Yeah, but you're
then
not.
Travel back.
Yeah, but you're not seeing the underlayer of this.
I'm saying these are things you have to cut back on.
I know, but the underlayer of this is that
You gotta be strict.
You gotta be strict.
Yeah, but when you
and when you get that $2,000, you can't touch it.
Yeah.
Where's it gonna go then?
It's your emergency fund.
Oh yeah. But like,
oh my days. My days.
Wait, are you saying it needs to be locked in some like that?
Yes.
That's what I meant. That was the question.
You can't touch it, mate.
You can't touch it. You can't touch
All right,
it.
I can do that, guys. Listen,
All right, so
watch your space.
What about you?
I ain't got nothing. I'm good.
No, you have to
He
have something.
seems good, but you have to have something to make.
I'd say probably pay off my credit card.
Okay.
There's like £300.
How much is that? £300. That is going to be so easy for you.
This is so
You
mad.
can pay off right now.
The extreme.
The problem is, it's like it's built. I've paid a little bit because I use my credit card for petrol sometimes, so it's like. Oh,
So your credit is
it goes up, and I'm like, all right, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, good for you. Moving on.
So I want to pay off my debts, all of them.
I'm bantering. Yeah, go on.
I want to pay off all my debts,
Okay.
and I also want to create a
Emergency fund as well.
yes.
I need to add the paying off debts as well. Actually, that just made me realise.
Plus,
You man are killing me.
I need to save for medical thing. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's gonna be about 8K.
8K.
The medical thing, yeah.
Okay.
Then
How fast you trying to do that? Let's start with one goal. Like what would be the?
Yeah, it's starting with one.
Let's start with one.
Okay, one.
Yeah.
Number one, which was paying off my debts.
Pay off your debts.
Okay.
How much you gonna pay? I could beep it out, but
You're not gonna be.
I will. If she asks me to beep it out, I'll beep it out.
Okay.
That's
How much do I have in
nice.
debts?
Alright. Is it more than 3K?
Let me think about it. Yes, it's 4K.
4K. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And this is like, is this what, credit cards or?
It's one is a credit.
Yeah.
One is
Yeah, yo, it's real. It's real.
what's like overdraft.
So nervous.
Yeah.
Overdraft is like 300.
That's not bad.
Intense.
And
Just for curiosity, not with curiosity, but if you, there's this.
but I'm not in my overdraft at the moment currently, to be fair, but I always go into it.
Okay. So there's this YouTube channel I follow. It's actually I find it hilarious. Obviously, it's very triggering for some people, but it's a financial advisor. He's called Caleb Hammer. Obviously,
Caleb Hammer. Okay.
He's in America. He's doing fine. He's got like over 1 million subscribers. He's fine. You don't even need a plug. But he's a financial advisor. People come to him and like he helps them with their finances and what they to do.
Okay.
Obviously, he's in America, so it's a completely different. But he deals with different people, so it's just interesting that I watch it because.
And you're seeing how we are.
It just reminds me of people how because he goes to their spending habits because people spend a lot of money on food, a lot of money on travel. Like over in America, it's quite normal for them to spend on a car. So like they'll spend like $2,000 a month on a car, even though it's like, why have you got that car for?
Yeah, but travel is different for them out there.
No, but they've got a brand new car. It's like, they spent $2,000 on a new BMW.
Yeah.
When it's like,
it's like you could
don't
spend.
need that. You could have.
And it's interesting though, because I think it does reveal a lot about someone in some ways. It's not everything.
No, but that's
the way someone spends.
I don't really feel like I spend too much money on. I do spend a lot of money on like bills. I feel like.
No, but then that's what I'm saying. Same. That's why whatever's left for me, I'm like, I'm gonna enjoy it because I've paid.
So much on bills and stuff.
That's I know. Like my psychology, it's more like I've spent everything I've worked hard for, mostly on bills. I'm gonna enjoy what I have left. But obviously, it's reining that in and like.
Yeah.
But most of the time, obviously you have to be responsible. Bills need to be paid.
Yeah.
But
I know I can save $1,000 a month. I know I can.
Yeah,
I've done
you've mentioned that to me as well.
I've done it before.
$1,000 a month.
Yes, I have.
Wow.
But the thing is,
It's gonna be hard.
I need to strip back everything. So now I would say maybe like $900 a month.
That's fine.
That I'm
But
gonna try and
so
save.
yours is. Oh, I'm excited for you guys. I like this episode. We should have another one.
Yeah, thanks.
But
for,
okay,
yeah.
so yours is we'll
I'm
talk.
gonna save $900.
Yeah,
Yours
we'll
is-
have to talk after this as
You're
well.
2K and yours is getting rid of that.
But I think to start off with, saving $900 a month so that it could build up to the big amounts.
$900 a month.
Yeah.
It's for the
Because I know the medical thing that I'm talking about.
For the medical, for
it
health.
might be no. This is for everything. But the medical thing is that it might end up being that I can pay it off monthly.
Oh, okay.
It
But you're
might
still
be that.
saving.
But then if I end up paying that monthly, it's gonna add on to the debt that I'm in already. Do you get what I mean?
Oh, okay. So you'd
I would
rather.
rather have that cleared.
And actually, that's another thing I was going to ask before we, do you think paying things outright is a good idea?
Yeah.
Or okay, good. Okay, I'm good with that.
I'm
then.
gonna pay monthly for that.
I think obviously
No,
because
no,
obviously
no,
the
not yet,
yeah,
but
obviously certain
certain
things like I'll be real, like I had to buy a new boiler for my house and it
Oh
was
no.
like
That's expensive.
yeah, I didn't have the money straight away. It was
Yeah,
like,
yeah. And
so
you
I had
don't
to-
live in no council.
But then
flat.
you've got the 6K.
Yeah,
This
but I
is what I get
didn't want to
confused.
touch it, innit?
So you
That's
do have the.
savings.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, because of you buying a boiler, they give you 0% for the amount of years. So I took out the maximum years, 5 years over 5K.
How much is that?
So 5K is 0%. I got 5 years to pay off.
How much per
Okay.
month?
So it's like 99 a month.
Oh, that's not
not bad.
bad.
Yeah.
That's
I
not
could
bad.
pay off any time.
Yeah.
But I'm just like let it run up. It's not like it's not earning
So
any
you're not
interest.
getting interest
Oh,
on it,
okay. I
yeah.
see what you mean. So that's what you were saying about the
Yeah.
good and the
It's 'cause
bad
I
there.
got my camera on finance and I got my.
I think some things
and I
are
got
good to
something
pay
for my mum on
outright.
finance as
for-
well.
Okay. So
Yeah,
let's-
I usually one thing I
That's where
do.
that 4K comes from.
Yeah, and one thing I usually do is I do pay outright because I know I ain't gonna. If
my
I
gosh.
do finance, whatever, I'm not paying that. So in my mind, if I don't pay it outright, then I'm not. So I will save to buy something outright. So then it's done, and I don't have that kind of burden
Thing
of
in your
I need
back.
to pay it off.
Yeah,
but
you
some
are
things.
like that actually. Yeah, it's true.
Then I have my little cash to
It's
one
true.
side when I can. You know, everyone's got their little ways, but I can't give away too many of my
cool. So
ways. You know, I gotta.
I've
So-
been vulnerable on this.
I've been a bit vulnerable.
that's good. That's good. I
bad.
think more people should talk about money. That's
yeah,
good.
it's true. It's been a bit.
Make it-
Hopefully, some people don't watch this.
It's
Nah,
with people
watch
I-
it because it makes money. For some people.
Because you said about like family and asking, I don't want my family to see this episode.
Do you ask? Actually, that's another question. Do you ask? Do you borrow from family and friends?
We'll say that for another episode.
And
We
no,
need
no,
to-
no.
We need to wrap it up now.
Oh, but I just want to know quickly.
Just quickly.
Yeah.
I have borrowed. Yeah.
Okay, but would you say that borrowing? Do you
Well,
see
not
that
like
as
big
a bad
amounts.
thing?
I'll borrow like a 20.
Not like
Okay,
big
so that's
amounts,
not.
like-
Yeah.
Yeah.
And personally, I think that's fine. I personally think that's fine. If my sisters, borrow a little bit from me and I borrow from them, like to me, that's what family is for.
No, it's
Personally.
not. No,
It's
not.
not. It's not.
not.
but- It's not.
We're not cash cows.
Yeah.
No, that's not cash. Like that's what family's for. But you know what?
No,
Me and my family.
it ain't.
We're all low key in that same understanding, so it works for us.
Fair
Like,
enough, fair
we
enough.
actually, my mom says, "You scratch my back, I scratch yours," and I
Oh,
love
okay,
it. So
Wow.
I like that. I've learned a lot. I must say,
Yeah.
I've learned a lot, and overall, I'd say that I'm still learning about my finances and how to manage money. But it is a journey, and I'm actually looking forward to checking in with you guys.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
I'll be sorting out your finances.
And I think,
yeah,
guys,
Luke, one-to-ones.
Yeah, he's going to be doing some one-to-ones with us.
He's clearly the one that can advise us. Out of us three,
yeah,
you're the one that we're going to have to...
if you need some advice, put it down in the comment. Maybe Luke can give you some advice.
Even me, I can give you some advice.
He's not a financial advisor, but he might give you some tips. Yeah.
I'm happy.
Have you been charging? Maybe he might charge. It might end up being a business.
No,
Who knows?
for our M&M.
Okay, it's for M&M. For our M&Mers.
I'm happy to give tips as well. If anyone wants to shout me for...
I cannot give any tips for now until I've made the
millions, millions I'm supposed to make.
But definitely comment below. What is your financial habits? Things that you like to do, maybe things you don't like to do. And if you're listening to this on Spotify, message a friend, message us as well on Instagram, and let us know some of your financial habits. And we will see you next time.
Thanks for listening. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe.
We have been M&M Talks.